Hi, my name is Andrew, and today I'd like to talk a bit about dstack. If you haven't heard, dstack is a container orchestrator designed specifically to solve the challenges of the AI teams. Let's look at these challenges. As an AI engineer, there are three things you care about, which includes models, data, and code. And in order to work with this, you typically need things like IDEs, notebooks. You want to schedule tasks for training, fine-tuning, data processing, and then, of course, you want to deploy models. And as an AI engineer, you need infra to run it on. However, you don't want to manage this infra. And this is when ops come into play, because they are responsible for the infra. And even more importantly, there are three things they care about. First being observability, second, governance, and finally, policies. Basically, this means setting up the infra and managing the access. And final one is monitoring. So now, as you see, the AI team heavily depends on the ops team because the AI team needs infra. The AI team is interested in moving models into production as fast as they can. However, it often leads to the situation when the AI team becomes an internal customer of the ops platform and often have to have a lot of interactions with the ops team. And this creates a lot of tension and friction. And this is where dstack comes in. So on the ops side, dstack offers a couple of things. First is backends. Backends allow the ops team to connect dstack to any infra provider. This can be a cloud, any cloud, or it can be something else like a data center managed by Kubernetes or anything else. And the ops team is using backends to give dstack credentials and permissions to provision the infra. Then, ops team uses projects. There could be multiple teams, and the ops team wants to manage their permissions and ensure that different teams don't use the resources of each other. So all the resources are isolated, and this is what projects are for. So now, let's look at the AI side, where dstack offers DEM environments, which allows you to provision an IDE or notebook with the required resources using their infra configured with the ops team very easily, while you can leverage any containers, Docker images, or whatsoever. Second, dstack offers tasks. Tasks allow you to schedule any past jobs, be it training or fine-tuning, and it uses fleets concept to manage nodes and clusters. So you can, as an AI engineer, run tasks easily in a distributed fashion and don't care about the management of that. Let dstack take care of that. Finally, dstack offers services that address the challenges of the deployment. However, if you think of the deployment, in 95% of the time, it's not the production-grade deployment. It's staging. You want to deploy a model just to play with that. You often want to build RAG on top. You want to let the rest of the team use the model through the OpenAI kind of interface, even long before you want to deploy it to production. And you want to enable the entire team to use the deployed model without asking the permission to basically accelerate the development time. And this is what dstack helps with. Now, if you think, this stack brings several things. Number one is infra as code. Those workloads have a lot of complexity. In order to simplify them, this stack lets you codify them in a declarative nature while abstracting it out of the actual infra being used, so you can run them with any infra. Secondly, this stack leverages containers. That's why you're free to use any dependencies you want, and most importantly, you can use any vendors. This allows the ops team use multiple clouds, use on-prem, and never be locked into one particular vendor. So I hope this gives you a good overview of what this stack is and how it fits your workflow. And if you are interested enough, you're very welcome to read the dstack documentation.